Welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. It is Tuesday night, guys. You know what that means. We are here with who? Gifts of Faith. Hey, Faith.
Everybody. I hope everybody's had a great, 2 weeks since we're on.
The last one was a week ago.
Yes.
I did a show on Valentine's Day, so
yeah.
I got that. But that other week was just damn cold weather.
If anybody's wondering why I don't have my glasses on, I can't find them. I put them down somewhere and I can't find them now. So I want to give a shout out to my mom and my sister who are watching, because my sister asked me to say hello. So hello, little sister.
Well, hello, sister. We need to talk. You need to get in touch with me, girl.
She said maybe she would call you after the show, Journey.
Well, that's good. That's good with me. I'll talk to her then. All right, guys. I see everybody coming in as I'm writing your guys' names down. So if you guys see me with my head down, that's because I'm writing your names down so we can put you on the list. We also have the jump the list. So if you want to get past everybody else and you want to get on the list and you want to jump it, here's the link to do so. All right. Let me get that on there for you guys. It's just $5 donation. And we are ready to rock and roll, and I got all these names that I'm going to put down, but I want to say hi to everybody that's here, and let's see, here we go, guys. We got Christina that said hey, we got Ann Starr, and Victor, and Ann, and Kathy, and
hey, Christina, hey, Victor.
And
I can't keep up because it's popping up on the screen. I can't see everybody, but
I know. We got everybody over here. Hey, sweet girl. All right, we're starting to get some viewers from Twitch, so we want to make sure that we say hi to you. And just so you know, sweet girl, you're actually on the list. So as soon as someone comes on here and says, hi, this is how we do things, we put you on the list. We go straight down the list. That way you guys can get your questions answered. If you want to jump the list for any reason, click that donation button, and you will jump ahead of everyone on the list, and we'll put you down and take question as fast as we can. Now, a couple of people do jump the list at the same time. We'll go in order. Hey, Ashta, how's everything going? Lila and Kayla, hi, how's everybody doing tonight? All right, Kay, Pam, what's up? All right, guys, we're going to have a beautiful show tonight. I can't wait to talk to each and every one of you. I'm sure Faith is ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready to rock.
All right, well, let's get this party started. We're going to start off with our first question of the evening from YouTube. So it's Christina. It says, hello, Ryan and Faith. I have a question. Are Ivan and I still feeling each other's energies? And am I feeling it stronger than him or no?
Hi, Christina. I hope you're doing good and staying warm wherever you're at. To answer your question, I do think that you are still feeling one another's energies. It's very strong for you, but I feel like that's because you're nervous and you get anxious, because if you don't feel his energy as much, or if you haven't had some type of contact or some type of pull from him, then you get overwhelmed. You've got to calm yourself and just kind of relax, and let it kind of set energy wise, because when your energy is very tense, then he's going to feel that energy and not know where it's coming from, and that's going to make him more tense and not want to come forward towards you. Sometimes when we're psychically connected to people, they feel our energies and they're not aware that that's what they're doing, so they think it's their own energy in relation to you, and that makes them more nervous, and that will cause everything to not come forward as quickly. And you need to relax yourself. I know it's hard because you're anxious, because you want it to hurry. You want him to hurry and come forward and be with you. But the more tense up that you get, the more tense up that connection's going to get with the two of you on his end, and he's not going to completely realize that it's coming from you. So you have to relax and give it to God a little bit, because you're worrying too much about it. At a certain point, you have to find peace with it and let the time pass. When you get time frames and things happen, sometimes you just have to let it pass, because the more tensed up you get about that, the more it's going to push it out of sync for it not happening as quickly as you would like it to. And I don't want that for you. Okay, so just try to relax, as as in that movie, Anger Management says, "Goose frava, goose frava." Just relax about it, so that he feels a relaxed energy in association to
She
you,
says, yes,
and
I'm
it'll
more
come
anxious,
together.
sure, but during the day, but at night, I'm calmer.
That's because everything's slowing down and you're tired and you're not overthinking it so much. So turn on some relaxing music and try to focus on other things around you. The energy's just real tense because you're awake and you're active. But it's gonna be okay, Christina, I promise. Okay? You have to relax about it, because if you don't, then he's gonna pick up on that tense energy, and then he's gonna be more tense and try not to come forward as quickly as what you're wanting him to. Just, I know it's hard, honey. It's hard when we care about somebody and love somebody and we want to be with them so bad, and it's being patient for that person to be ready for us and to come forward is difficult, especially when we know how much they mean to us.
She
But
says, does he feel my love and desires for him too?
he feels your energy, but right now, all he's feeling right now is your tenseness, because you're being really tense about this. So he's not feeling your love and things like that much right now, because you're so tense over it, that he's picking up you being tense and not knowing that it's you. He's thinking he's being tense about the situation because he's picking up off of you. That's why I said you've got to kind of release that tension, sweetheart. Anyway, I hope that helps. That's the bell, and we have a new system here. When the bell rings, we have to move on. And so I'm going to turn it over here to Journey. And if you want us to help you further with this, you can reach us here on the show, or you can call me or Journey or one of the other readers on my psychicconnection.com. And just remember, relax, Christina. Okay, sweetheart?
That is definitely what I was seeing here too. Is that relaxing is the biggest thing. Yeah, he is feeling your energy. He is doing all that, so you just kind of have to hang in there while this is going on, and just know that his energy will come back to you. That's why you're feeling it, but it does take time, especially when somebody like him is fighting his own emotion. So hang in there, Christina. Good things come. All right. So we have somebody who's jumped the list. All right, Kay, come on down and bring us your question. Remember, guys, you guys can jump the list for a small donation, and that'll get you ahead of everybody else. So if you guys want to jump the list, go ahead and click the PayPal button that's on there, and we will be more than happy to bring you to the front of the list. Spit it out, Junior. It ain't yours. She says, "Do you see any time frames when he reaches out, honey? Just hang in there. Just hang in there. When the bell rings, we're giving 5-minute readings. After the bell rings, the reading is over. Okay?
It's a new rule.
It's a new rule. We're trying to get to as many people as we can in 2 hours, and we've been watching to see how many people we get through. We're getting 100 questions, and we're only getting to 20 answers. So we'd like to be able to, get to everybody. Okay, I need your question, sweetheart, or I'm going to have to move on to the next person and then come back to you. She says, I'm hanging in there, guys. Thank you.
Keep your chin up.
Absolutely. There's no reason why you can't keep your chin up. This is all good things are coming.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Hey, that's not the fat lady anymore. It's pleasantly plump and very happy.
Well, so am I. That's why I can say that.
All right, Kay, I don't know where you're at, sweetie, so I'm going to go ahead. When you come back, you'll get your question answered. Our next person in line is Ann Starr. Says, my guy is distance, just a few messages and short calls in the evening. He doesn't return my calls during the day. If you care for someone, that you should make a 5-minute call to them.
Honey, I feel him working or doing something and being very preoccupied. I also feel a lot of back pain around him. You're going to hear from him, I feel, by between Thursday and Saturday at the latest. I think the latest is like Saturday evening. I know that it's not progressing to the degree that you want, Anne, but just hang in there. He's got a lot of things going on with him, and I keep feeling back pain with him, like excruciating back pain, and I don't think he always discusses it, nor does this man go to the doctor. So I don't really think that helps the situation. Yes, he should call you, and yes, he should make an effort, even on a friendship level. Sometimes people don't make the effort that we want them to. But in his case right now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't feel like this is a case of blowing you off. I sincerely feel like he's got a lot of other things on his plate, and he's not feeling physically well from what I'm picking up. So just hang in there.
All right. She says he's not answering about seeing each. He says this week, but I don't know. He's supposed to stay this week, but I don't think he will.
Well, what I saw was between Thursday and Saturday for contact and stuff. So try to think positive, because I do see you having a connection with him.
All right. But I was getting it, there is a connection there and it will happen. I do feel like you guys are going to connect. You have to have a little bit more faith in it. Realize that you are in a place where things are going to come together, but you have to start believing in this relationship and stop doubting it as much. I know that you've been with him and this has been difficult, and I feel like it's going to come together, but if he feels like he's being quizzed or pressured, you're right. He's not going to show up. So just hang in there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anne, for your question tonight. All right. Bindia, we got you on the list, sweetheart. You'll be on the list. Our next question is coming from Megan, who's jumped the list. Megan Thompson, go ahead and bring us your question. And she says, okay, thanks, guys. I'm just stressed because he pulls back and I think X is still there. The X is still trying to get in touch with them, but is not trying to.
But there's nothing going on with them. Yeah. You need to just let that go so that doesn't give energy to that situation.
Absolutely. All right. So the next question coming from Megan. All right, Megan. Megan says, hi, guys. I was wondering what hang on, guys. Says, hey guys, I was wondering in what mind frame is my ex? My ex is in. I'm curious if she's feeling differently about things since it's been 3 weeks since we split up. I'm wondering why she didn't respond when I reached out for her birthday.
What I'm feeling is, she does miss you, but that best friend that she's around still has a little bit of influence over her, and that's part of it. So I feel like she's a little bit distracted because of that. As far as the birthday part of it, I feel like she had a lot of things going on, and honestly, she doesn't know what to say, Megan, because I feel like the way that the situation ended with you guys was kind of messy and abrupt and uncalled for with the way that she handled things on her end, and she was pretty immature about it. And I feel like just the fact that you remembered it was her birthday and that you messaged her just out of kindness and out of friendship on a certain level, that made her feel bad and it made her feel guilty. So she really doesn't know what to say about it, and I think that the best friend told her not to say anything to you and kind of pushed too, but then she's scared that if she says anything to you, is that going to start an argument too? Like, she doesn't know where you're at either. And, you know, your ex kind of, Megan, she handles things very immaturely. She really does. So it's kind of like a cluster of stuff. Like, she doesn't know what the reaction will be. And then you said happy birthday to her, and it made her feel bad because here all this stuff happened and you still remembered it was her birthday and still sent her a kind message. So I think she really didn't know how to respond to that, or what it would cause if she did respond. So that's a lot of what I feel is going on there. But I do think that she has thought about you, and there is a certain level to her that really does miss you, but she doesn't really know how to come forward because she's got that influence of that friend, and also because she knows the way that everything that was handled with you guys wasn't very good on her end of it. So she doesn't really want the fallback from that, and she doesn't want you guys to get into an argument over that. And she also doesn't want to take responsibility for her own actions, Megan, with that. So it's a combination of a lot of things going on. I still see her coming forward. You just have to be patient, and I know, like, it's very difficult, but she doesn't handle things very maturely. She's not very strong to not be influenced by other people, and that's part of it. There's still some things that have to happen between her and that best friend that she still has to see. But I feel also that there's part of her that does want to apologize to you, Megan, but I don't think that she knows how to, and she's not in a place with the people that she's dealing with where she could even talk to you the way that she might want to on a certain level because of her being influenced by others.
She said she did end it abruptly, and it was lack of communication. I thought we could work through it, and she said she wanted to but didn't think we could.
That's the immaturity level, because then she would have had to take accountability for some of her own actions instead of blaming you. That's what I mean by immaturity, instead of talking about things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You just have to hang in there, Megan. Okay, Megan, hang in there, sweetheart. And you know that me and Journey and all the other readers from My Psychic Connection, we're here for you 5 nights a week doing these shows. And if you can't reach us, or you'd like a more in-depth reading, you can always reach us on mypsychicconnection.com.
All right. Hey, Latoya and Nina, I see you guys on here. How you get a reading is when you come on here, you say hi. We put you on the list. If you want to jump that list, you can go to the PayPal button, which I'm about to post for all the rooms here. Remember, guys, we are chatting to 8 different groups, so you may not see all the people that's on here, but we do get, the messages from all the groups at the same time. So just know that you're on the list, and if you'd like to jump that list, you can click that button, and it'll take you to the top. All right, so Kay is back. She
hey, Kay.
And then
left us, girl.
She says, I met a guy on a dating site last Thursday. I thought it might be the guy because he had dark hair and a dark beard. We were talking for a few days. He went by the name of Richard. All right, we're not putting that whole name out there. Then he started asking about my bank account. My question is, where was this guy calling from? He said he lives in Boston.
I think that is where he lives. I don't think that he was necessarily, was it right for him to ask about money? No, but I don't necessarily think that was his motive per se. I just think that he likes to know people's income and stuff before he gets involved with people, which that's tacky, but a lot of people do that nowadays with dating. I don't necessarily know that is the guy. I just know that I saw you meeting someone online, Kay. And I actually did see it being in our name. It might be him, but I don't want to tell you for 100% that it is him because I'm not certain energetically that it is, because you may just quit talking to him. I don't think he's necessarily bad. I just think he's nosy. Um, and that's a horrible thing to say, but I just think he's nosy. I do think that he was.
The phone number said Kentucky. She says, I think
Well,
he was using a burner phone.
well, you don't necessarily have to be using a burner phone to have a different number. I lived in North Carolina for years and had a Virginia number.
She said he had an accent.
Well, he could be from Boston and be a foreigner. I mean, but the person I saw for you was not a foreigner. So, I'm going from that. I didn't see it being a foreigner. So, I don't think I mean, he could have been in Kentucky, but I still get Boston around it, but it could be because he was fibbing about Boston. But I don't know that he's necessarily the person, like I said, but I don't want to tell you he is or isn't, but I know that I gave you our name.
She says, when I didn't give him my bank account info, he stopped talking to me.
Why would you give anybody your bank account info from a dating site? I mean, that's kind of, I didn't know he was asking you for specifics about your bank account. I thought he was asking your income. So that's kind of crazy. I hope you reported him to the dating site.
She said he works in Alaska a few times a year.
Then he doesn't need your bank account because a lot of the people that do the fishing boats and stuff in Alaska make money. So that's crazy. You should report him to the dating site, Kay.
She says, I wouldn't. I think he was a scam artist.
Well, you still should, you still should report him to the dating site. I would, because that's dangerous. Or you know what you could have done is give him a fake.
I'm tired. I tried to call POF but couldn't report him.
I'm surprised they didn't have an email. But I was gonna say something and I lost my train of thought. Oh crap. I lost my train of thought.
Gotta love that. Gotta love it.
I was gonna say something.
He said he was from Germany.
Well, I mean, even so, you don't ask somebody for their bank account that you don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not, yeah.
All right. So, Kay, I don't think this guy is a good guy. I think you need to do what Faith said about reporting him and making it all about, reporting this guy so he can't keep doing this to other people. I don't feel like this guy's the guy we were talking about when I was going to be able to meet somebody. I didn't pick up that feeling with this energy. I can tell you right now, it smells like a scam artist. If it smells like one, it looks like one, and more than likely is one.
It is one, yeah.
My grandfather told me that a long time ago. If it looks like dog shit, tastes like dog shit, it's dog shit.
The thing about Plenty of Fish is, and I know that's the site that you're referring to, that's a free site. So you're going to get a bunch of people who are just trying to meet people, random people. I have an ex that met a woman that he married off of there. He knew her 2 weeks. So they're not always, and I'm not knocking that site, but it's not always high caliber people. If you want a higher caliber of people, go to, like a more, I'm not trying to make you spend money, Kay, but go to like something that's more expensive that's not necessarily free, like, I don't know, chemistry.com or eharmony.com or something of that nature. Or if you really want to meet somebody, see if you can find a local matchmaker. They do have matchmakers that are affordable, and they do background checks and everything on these people. So, I mean, but I see you meeting somebody, and I did see it being in our name, and I'm holding firm to that. This person, I really don't feel like this person is that person, and I didn't see you meeting that person till around summertime anyway, Kay.
All right. Well, Kay, thank you so much for your question tonight. Remember, guys, we are doing it for 5 minutes so we can get some more people. So if you have another question you want to jump the list, you're more than welcome to do so. But if not, you're on the list, and we're going to try to get to everybody. We have Latoya McGowan. So Latoya, throw us your questions. She says, "Thank you, guys." Zambi, I'll get you on the list there. Latoya, throw us your question, please. While we look and wait for that, we're going to check to see who's jumped the list. We've got a couple people that are jumping the list, so I just want to make sure we got them written down so they can go ahead of everybody here. We got, all right. I see Zambi on here, like Zambi said. All right, let's check to see. Latoya, I need your question, please. All right. Zambi, we got you. We just got Latoya's ahead of you, so I'm waiting on Latoya's question. While we wait on Latoya's question, we're going to take a quick commercial. Up, she jumped right in. All right, here she is. Says, new job before leaving this one and money. What money that was due Monday coming? So I guess she's looking for a new job. Will she find another job? And the money that is due, is it Monday? Is it coming?
You will get the money. I feel like it's going to be between Monday and I want to say Monday and Thursday of next week. For whatever reason, that's what I'm being shown. And I do feel like you will find a new job with a better place of employment. It's just going to be just east of your home in direction. And I feel like it's within 4 to 6 weeks at the latest, but I don't even think it's going to be that long. I think it's going to be more like 2 weeks, but I always make time frames a little bit broad with work.
All right. Hang on, guys. We got a troll. Let me block this person. It's amazing how they think that they're going to get in because they're so amazing that they have to come to our show. But Latoya, the energy that I saw circling it as well is that, a new job is coming. I don't feel like we're too far away from that. And when it comes to getting your money, I'm seeing, by the end of the week. So I don't feel like we're too far off from that, okay? All right. Thank you for your question, Latoya. She said, thank you both. You are welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get trolls out of here. Well, thank you, guys. We got everybody that is on the list, but we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back, okay? right, we are back. All right, guys, sorry about the troll here. She just keeps on coming back in with different names. All right, so Zambi, you are next on my list. And Christina, we see you on there, sweetie, and we'll get to you after we get to Zambi. Zambi got to it before you did, so just hang in there, and we'll get to your question. All right, hang on, guys. I'm just getting rid of this troll while I wait for Zambi to throw us their question. All right. And Kelly, can you do a reading through our text? Yes, we can do readings through your text. Just make sure you have a question. All right. Wait a minute. I see Zambi's question. It says, will I get into either Turo or John Marshall Law School?
For me, it feels strong. John Marshall feels stronger to me than Turo.
Yeah.
So I would say yes, and it's John Marshall, not Turo. Well, not that you couldn't, but the energy's stronger with John Marshall. That's where I see you going.
Yeah, I see a lot of the energy circling around the John Marshall. I feel as though that's the one that you would want to go to. The other one doesn't feel like it's going to give you as much. I feel like the programs and the way they do things over there is a lot better. So that's the one I was going to say that is your best bet. I feel like it's going to be what's going to take you forward. So you guys hang in there, and I know that you're trying. Zambi, you're trying to get everything put into place. You want to do the right things for yourself. I feel like that's amazing. You're on the right step, but John Marshall is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I think it'll be a better fit for you.
Oh, absolutely.
There'll be more teacher interaction or professor interaction with the instructors, and I think you'll get a better grasp of everything, and they'll just offer you more. So I think it's a much better fit for you. So just hang in there, because I do see it. It's really strong. I know you have some anxieties about moving forward with this, but it is something that you are capable of doing, and you will do very well.
She says, okay. And that's exciting. It should be. You should be
you should be excited. That's awesome.
She says it's in another state.
Yeah. That's fine. But you can do this, and it'll be a good experience for you.
So yeah, the experience, everything that you're looking for, I feel like this is something that you need to do to move in the right direction for yourself. It'll separate you from the past to bring you closer to what you need to be in the future. So this is definitely a good step in the right direction. All right, Zambi, thank you so much. Said okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I love your name too. That's so cool.
Yes, it's a beautiful name. All right, Christina A., you were next on our jump list. So she says, what can I look forward to with him in the next 3 months?
Well, a lot of the same. And I feel like you will have some deep discussions with him, and you will move forward, but I'm seeing it more toward summertime, being more where you want to be more solidified, because I feel like he's trying to do a lot of things within his own life, like as far as work and things of that nature. And I don't feel like sometimes that he's concentrating on your relationship as much as what he should, but I do see the intent there, and he's trying. I just don't feel like he's trying in the way that you would want him to express things. So that's the key, and you guys have to communicate a little bit better than what you have been doing. Even your energies are kind of, not completely in sync, but it's because you're both preoccupied and you're both busy. So that is going to change, and you need to be ready for it. And part of the reason it hasn't changed is because you haven't been ready for it. You've got to slow down. You've got a lot on your plate. You're not sleeping well. You're not eating well, and you're trying to do 50 trillion things on your own aside from your
Yeah, he is
situation with
focused on
him.
making money.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but priorities is the key, and making priorities. And I feel like once summertime, springtime kind of comes into play,
She says, I believe communication is key to anything that is true.
it is. And to really remember your friendship, because romantic love is just an extension of friendship. If you don't have friendship and communication and honesty and trust, you don't have anything. And you do have that with him. You guys just need to slow down a little bit and prioritize and make time for one another. And it's not even that he doesn't want to do that, Christina. He's just really sidetracked. And just be patient with him, because I feel between April and May, this energy that he has where it's super intense and super busy, it won't be as busy, and he'll make more time for you. I know that you're frustrated and that you kind of want to walk away and like, I need a break from this, but don't do that, because this isn't permanent with his behavior. Okay?
She said, do you see him being more open with me emotionally?
Right. That's what I was trying to convey, is that once springtime kind of hits, he's going to slow down a lot. And because of that, you guys are going to be more communicative and you'll be in a better spot. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a slow process, but you'll start to see some improvement emotionally, and he'll be there for you more emotionally and open up a little bit more, because he won't be so razor sharp focused on just the work, and he'll make time.
Absolutely. All right. All right. So, here's the thing, Christina. We have to really calm your energy down.
Yeah.
It's pressure on you. It's pressure on him. So you have to create the balance in order for him to do the things that he needs to do. So that's what I saw. So I just want you to hang in there, because this is going to, this is going to get better between the two of you, but it's something that we've got to do. It says, I'm being patient with him. I understand, but you're saying you're being patient, but what we're saying to you is that you're sitting here and you're thinking about it, and the energy's high, and that anxiety that's happening with you, he's picking it up. That's that psychic link that we were talking to you about. She says it completely makes sense for sure. Just hang in there. He does open up to you. He does communicate with you. But this, like we said, was going to take time. And the one thing you were going to have to do is listen. When he comes in, it's time for you to listen. Don't interrupt, because you want him to say and express everything that he feels. But just hang in there.
If you want to be with him, you have to do this. If you don't want to be with him and you want to mess it up, then keep being nervous about it and be intense, because it's just going to make him energetically tense and make him not come forward. The sooner you release this tension, the sooner he'll come more forward, because he's going to not feel as nervous, because he's picking up off of your behavior too. So just hang in there, Christina. We're not trying to steer you wrong, honey. Okay?
Right. Absolutely. Just hang in there, Christina. It does get better. It does. But thank you so much for your question tonight. All right. Kay jumped the list and had another question. All right, guys. When you guys jump the list, don't put your question in the link until we call your name. That way it just pops up when we're ready for the question, and it doesn't get lost in all the chatter. All right. Kay says, I used to go with a Joe V about 15 years ago. It was crazy. I was crazy about him. I saw pics of his second wedding. He's been married to a girl for 7 years with my exact name. He is still happy. Is he still happy in his marriage?
I do feel like he does love her. Do they have problems? Yeah, every relationship has problems. Are they in the fuddy-duddy romance stage? No, I think that's kind of worn off, but he does care for her and respects her. If your question is, Kay, does he think about you from time to time? Yes, you were a significant person in his life. I think you really helped him be a stronger, more independent person in his spirit, and you also taught him the value of friendship and love, even though I feel like your relationship with him was somewhat chaotic. Um, are you wanting to reach out to him? Because I keep seeing something about an email, okay, or some type of text message, like I see a computer screen. If you want to reach out to him to say hi or something, I think that he would be open to that if that's part of your question. I was just picking up off of it, so I wanted to make you aware, even though you didn't specifically ask about that.
And I called his phone number yesterday. Will I get a call back?
Yes, I feel like you may actually get a text. That's why I kept seeing like a screen, and I kept seeing typing. That's why I asked you if you had sent him a text or an email. I do think you will, and he'll be glad to hear from you.
All right. Yeah, honey, but the thing about this is something I wanted to point out. This relationship that you're looking at, I still feel like your relationship feelings for him are still there. And if you
Right.
feel like this is going to be something that's going to happen between the two of you a little bit later on, I have to say no.
No, there's nothing gonna happen with you. He is happy in the situation that
Because
he's
will they
in.
stay together?
I'm seeing that they will. I can't speak for a journey, but I'm seeing that they will. Okay, stop looking. I know that you don't want, okay, you're a wonderful person, you're a sweetheart, okay? But, and I know that you don't want to be alone, so you're like searching for that person, but this person is not it. The person that I saw coming for you was a new person.
Right.
So stop, you're reflecting, and you're like thinking of what was, and it's not, he stopped thinking about you that way a long time ago. You're just, if you want that kind of relationship that you had with him, ask God to send you someone that has similar attributes, because he, I just don't see it. I see that he would stay in his situation, and you want somebody that would be ready to have something with you, that has thought about you that long, for that many years, for that matter.
I always look what was.
Yes, and I understand that. I'm guilty of that sometimes myself too. But it doesn't mean that you can't have something new.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much, Kate, for your question. And just know the person that you're looking for, the person you're going to be with, is someone completely new. It's no
Yeah,
one from
this
the
is new.
past. It's no one from the past.
Mm-mm.
All right. Let's keep on going here. And Latoya has jumped the list. Latoya, come on down with your question. And Kay says thank you.
You're welcome,
Guys, we
sweetie.
are checking the list to make sure if you guys have jumped the list, your name shows up on the list over here, and we add your name as soon as we see it. All right. Latoya says the mortgage company said that they will contact me if they want to interview Friday. Autism Place emailed to set up an interview. What do you see with either one?
Both of them feel good to me. Um, Energetically, I actually think that you're gonna like the first place better, but I think ultimately the autism place might be better for you, but you're gonna like the first place you mentioned better. Um, I don't feel anything bad about either one of them. I actually think you're gonna get callbacks for both of them, so you're gonna have some decisions to make, Latoya.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that both of them are pretty equal in pay and, that kind of thing. Now, you might have some added responsibilities with the one place that you won't have with the other one. So that may be something that you want to look at.
Absolutely.
But I would just say just be positive because both of those situations are good, would be good for you, either one.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like the mortgage company is going to be great for you. That's the one I see is going to be the one that is the strongest calling for you.
Yeah, it is. It is stronger. It is. But I would say you're going to like the autism place maybe a little bit more for different reasons, but the insurance place is stronger. But either way, you're going to have some decisions to make because I feel like you'll get offers from both places. So, but that's exciting.
Absolutely. Most exciting. Thank you again, Latoya, for your question tonight. All right, let's see if someone has jumped the list, and then we'll go to the other list and see who's ready to get a reading. All right. Let's take a look here, see if anybody jumped the list. All right, we're going to go ahead with our next person here. She says yes and thanks. Victor P. Victor P., come on down. You are next on our list.
You are next on My Psychic Connection with Journey Ryan and Gifts of Faith.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Victor, come on down. Let's see that question that you have for us tonight. Victor, are you still with us? All right, Victor's showing his question, and Kay says, "I love this show." All right.
We love you too, Kay. We love you too.
Victor says, what do I need to do to get my finances back on track, plus have some extra money? Also, what type of energies are surrounding me currently in my current life right now, and what do you... It says it's there. Okay. So, to me, it looks like he wants to know about his finances, how to get those back on track, and what type of energy you see around him right now.
In general, as far as the energy, I'm assuming. As far as your finances, I'm just going to shoot you straight. If you want to get your finances in check, balance your checkbook. And I mean that symbolically because I don't think you always balance yourself. You either, when you have extra money, you buy extra things or things to make yourself feel better. And then sometimes you're too penny pinchery when you don't need to be. So you need to find a happy balance. I do feel like your money's kind of going to get better by early April, but you've got to shift a few things around and prioritize and treat yourself better because you've been really hard on yourself with your career and that aspect of your life. As far as energies in general around you, if you're asking, I'm not sure what you're asking there. Are you asking about the energy in your life? Are you asking about spirits? I'm not sure what specifically you're asking about, but I do pick up some depression and anxiety around you. I also feel like you need to eat better. You're not eating very good, and for whatever reason, I keep saying that you need to. And sometimes I'll see foods that have nutrients in it that the person needs, and I don't necessarily know what the nutrients are, just that I'm being shown this particular food because there's something in the food that they need nutrition-wise. And I'm keep being shown you need to drink some apple juice. So you might need something that's in apples because I keep being shown you need to drink apple juice, or I keep seeing apples around you as far as food that you need to eat. The one thing I would say is that you pace and pace in your mind and you don't slow down. And I would tell you to slow down, Victor, get some sleep, drink some fluids, and stop being so hard on yourself. Your money's going to fall into place. I just feel like you've tried so hard to take care of everything, and the rug fell from underneath of you with a lot of stuff going on over the last 6 months or so for your life. and that's why you're kind of grasping. I even see you praying a lot. Pray and give it to God. Literally lift it up to God, because
Spirit, I'm trying to raise my vibration, but I think I have darkness attached.
that's the depression, honey. And you need to release that darkness and rebuke it and give it over to God. It's because the depression has carried over to you and you don't know how to get out of it. You need to eat a little bit better, and you need to um, rebuke that mood that you're in, because it's not from you. It's the depression and things that have gotten down on you and you're holding on to, and you need to release it and give it back to God. And know that you're doing the best that you can, because you're your own worst enemy. You are so hard on yourself. Don't do that to yourself. It will get better, but you have to let all the depression and the disappointments that you have on yourself go. Because you know what the reality is? We are our own worst enemies when we put ourselves down. Because you know what? There's lots of people in this world that'll do it for us, so we don't need to do it to ourselves. And that's what I would tell you, Victor. Stop tearing yourself down and know that you can get out of it, and you will get out of it. So stop being hard on yourself for being in the situation, and know that you're going to climb out of it. Because the minute that you release that and realize that, then it doesn't make being in the situation so hard, because no situation is permanent. Even this life isn't permanent. We have to do the best that we can do and know that it's not always going to be this way. You know, life has a lot of ups and downs, and you're very strong-willed. You are very much a hard worker, Victor. It's just everything kind of fell apart at once, and that's why you're grasping at straws. But just hang on and give it over to God. Just hold tight, Victor, and you know, we're always here for you. If you want to contact us here on the show, whether it's me, Journey, or Trinity, or one of the guests, you know, we're here. Or you can call us on mypsychicconnection.com. I hope I helped you, Victor. Hang in there.
All right. And Victor said, thank you. All
You're
right.
welcome.
Just hang in there, Victor. I do feel like the energy is going to change. I don't want you to feel like you're going to lose hope. The depression is what the darkness is. You're going to have to find a way to dig deep and let those things go. Know that you couldn't change those things, but you're looking forward to doing things differently. So it's a big thing that you need to worry about, is focusing on the more positive things, letting go of the negative things that you can't control or change. All right. So Ann Williams, you were next, and while we're waiting for Ann to throw us her question, we're going to check to see if anybody jumped the list, because you will be on after Ann. Let's see here. Nobody new on the list, so let's keep on going. All right. Hello, Brett. You're on the list. Marie, you are on the list. Just letting everybody know that everybody's getting on the list. As they come through the door and you say hi, you get automatically put on the list. All right, Ann Williams. Here's Ann. Says, will I buy the home I'm in or another one? Will I buy with my guy, or do you see a time frame?
I do feel like you will buy a home. I'm not certain that it is going to be the one you're in, simply because I feel like if you look, you will find a better place. You may buy with your guy, because I see your guy there. So that may be something that you do. I feel like I said, you may find somewhere else that you like better, though. You could buy the house you're in, but I keep seeing you look elsewhere, and I feel like there's going to be another place that you're going to like better. So, and I feel like, as for time frame, you could start looking in April, but I don't actually see, for whatever reason, I don't see actual purchase of a house until probably like maybe July, between July and September, and I don't know why it's that much of a gap, but that's what I'm being shown. Maybe it's because you delay purchasing somewhere. I'm not sure.
All right. So, Anne, when it comes to the house situation, I don't feel like the house that you're currently in, I mean, you have the option to buy it, but as Faith said, there would be another house that would strike your interest. So that's where I feel that would be better. Plus, being there with the guy, I feel like you guys are going to want a place to be your own. Like both of you feel comfortable being there, because buying the current house that you're in is not going to make it feel like his. It's going to make it feel like yours. So it's not going to feel like it's a shared energy there. So it's definitely not. It's not a good idea to buy that home, because I feel as though it would cause problems down the road. So to be honest with you, I feel purchasing another home, yes, but you can. It's the option is there to buy the home that you're currently in. So it's maybe trying to get more money. Well, money will come. The money's not the problem.
Right.
Money will definitely come.
Yeah, I didn't see that being an issue.
But it's the house that you're in currently that would make it more about,
that it was your house prior to being with him would be the factor later. That it was never really y'all's home. That
That's
it was
why it's got to be a separate place for sure.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Anne. Thank you so much for your question tonight. And just so you guys know, we are talking to many platforms at the same time. We are trying to get to you as fast as we can. We are going down the list. If you feel that you can't wait, there is a jump the list. Other than that, we're going straight down the list as everyone came into the room. So please bear with us as we get down the list. All right, let's go ahead and check and see if anybody jumped the list, and then we'll go to our next person, which is going to be Catherine Griffin. All right, Catherine. All right, no one's jumped the list on that one. Allison, it's okay. You're on the list, though, because we have two different lists. So there's those who don't want to wait in line, and they go ahead and jump the list, guarantees their reading, and then we go down our free list. So we do both. I don't want you to feel like we're only doing the donations. Okay? So, Catherine Griffin. Catherine Griffin, come on down. Throw us your questions, sweetheart. And while we wait, after Catherine, if no one jumps the list, it will be Jenna M. from YouTube. All right, Catherine, are you still with us? All right. While we wait for Catherine, Jenna M. Jenna M., throw us your question. She just said, yay, yes, you, honey.
Come on down. And let us read you.
Catherine says, Journey, it's all good. Take someone else. I'm just listening tonight. Thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thanks for being here tonight.
Hey, right. Catherine. Good to see you. Okay.
So Jenna says, why is Caleb adding girls on Facebook? 2 of them aren't local. The other one he goes to school with, he is closer to reaching out. Is there a time frame for reconciliation, or did he decide against it?
Honey, I haven't seen any changes with you guys. You have to calm down and calm your energy down, because again, when you have a tense energy, when you want someone back and you have a psychic connection with the person feels the tense energy. This is not done with him. I feel you guys are going to get it back together, and it will be stronger than it was before. As far as why he's doing it, it's for attention, honey. It's for attention. That's why, because he's getting attention just because they're on his Facebook and it's other people paying him attention, and it makes him feel good. And the one girl he's friends with. So that's why, sweetheart.
She said, hi, loves. You guys are my faves. But she
Oh,
said, yeah,
thank you. Thank
she says,
you. We love you
yeah, I
too.
feel like Christina. Oh, she says, I'm trying to chill, but seeing him add new girls is kind of gets to me. Laugh out loud. He started doing it after I posted a cute V-Day photo.
Right, because you both troll each other. That's why. You know what? You know what you do, Jenna? You know what you do? Add some pictures of you with a good-looking guy.
Oh, look at you trying to start, start some jealousy there.
I'm just saying.
But the energy that I saw circling it, everything that I feel around this, Jenna, is that yeah, he's doing it right now. He's seeking attention. I don't really feel
That's
like
all it is.
a relationship, just seeking the attention of others because he's not getting that attention from you at the current moment and knows that he can't come back to you without explaining himself. So, the thing is that I do feel like you're going to hear from him. That energy is going to change. It is going to take a little while. You guys are psychically connected, so you guys can both feel each other's energies going back and forth, kind of knowing where he's at and where you're at, and then you know when you guys are thinking about each other because it's that much more intense. So it's always going to feel like something else is going on, but in all actuality, he's just seeking the attention. She goes, if he wants my attention, just say hi. This is true, but by getting your attention, he feels like he's got to explain himself. He feels
Right.
like you've got to open that door to communicate, and there's more communication. Just hey, how's it going? Now he's got to be like, well, this and this happened in the past, and so he feels like he's got to talk about the past, and he's not trying to.
Right. And the thing of it is, you guys, everything was so intense with you guys and it scared you, and he was immature about the way he handled things because he was like, well, if you won't give me my way in the relationship, da 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 da. But this isn't done by any way, shape, or form of the imagination, and you just have to hang in there, Jenna, okay? Because, you guys and Journey and I have, talked about it here with you on the show. You guys,
Just so true. My stuff is still at his house. I'm sure we'll talk eventually.
you will, and it's going to be when he's ready to give you the kind of relationship you wanted and to really tell you, hey, I was immature about how I handled stuff. But
Absolutely.
he's not ready to do that. That's why you're overwhelmed about this, because there's no movement, and it's so hard, right? It's so hard when we
Been
love
four
somebody and
months.
care about somebody.
She says it's just been 4 months. Sometimes I feel like I might be delusional. Laugh out loud.
No, honey, we can't help who we love. And sometimes waiting for someone is so difficult. It's so difficult when we know we love that person and we want to be with that person. But hang in there, Jenna, and we're always here for you on My Psychic Connection.
She says like we haven't talked since October. Yeah, trying to stay patient. Laugh out loud.
I know, but it's
It's
not done with
difficult.
him.
It's definitely difficult. But I do know he's going to come back. I do feel like you guys are going to communicate. It will start off about your stuff, though. That's what I did see. Like, it's
Yeah.
how he's going to start the communication. So just hang in there because that communication's coming. All right, guys, we're trying to get to everybody. I see new people coming in. You're automatically being added to the list. All you got to do is come in and say hey. All right. So thank you, Jenna. Thank you for your question tonight. We appreciate it. All right, Justino N, are you still with us? If not, it's Rhonda S. All right, she says, yes, true. Thank you so much, loves. You are welcome, sweetie. Hey, Lauren. She's saying hey.
Hey, Lauren.
I know we don't always get to do that when people say hey because other people are already in a question.
Yeah.
I like to do it when we get the opportunity. But Justin, are you there? If not, Rhonda. I need either one of you guys. If you guys like to jump the list, remember it's a small donation, $5, and that will get you ahead of the list. All right. Let's see. No Justin, no Rhonda. How about Tina M? Tina M, are you still with us?
Where did everybody go?
They're here. That just takes a second for this thing to send the question through. People are here. Let's see here. Well, while we are waiting, we'll be right back after these messages. All right, we are back. Hello, Jessica. I see you coming in. So we didn't have Justin, Rhonda, or Tina, so we're going to go down the list and we're going to come back, and we're going with Sweet Girl 0505 from Twitch. So go ahead and throw us your question, Sweet Girl. All right. And after Sweet Girl, it's going to be Lila. Let's see if we can't. If we don't get to you here, then we'll get to the next people after that. So everybody, please bear with us. All right. Let's see here. Allison, you're on our list, sweetie. We will get to you as we get down the list. We got quite a few people to go, so when we get to your name, I'll call your name out and let you know. I'm looking for Lila or Kayla. I don't see Lila, so go with Kayla. And after Kayla, it's Ashta B from YouTube. And Sweet Girl, are you still with us? She had a question from Twitch. Okay. So no Kayla. Ashta B. All right. Ashta B, where are you? Go ahead and throw us your question. Let us know you're here so we know not to pass you up. When we call your name, send us a smiley face, something to let us know that you're about to send the question, or just write up the question so you get ready to send it. All right. So now, Ashta, let's go with Kelly Brooks. Kelly Brooks, are you here? After Kelly, it's going to be Miss Bean. Miss Bean, I haven't talked to you in a while, sweetheart. It's nice to see you that you're here tonight. Kelly Brooks. Miss Bean, are you here? Any of you? All right. Well, we're going to go to Shay Joy. Shay Joy, are you with us tonight? Shay Joy, are you still here?
Did everybody just walk away from their devices?
Hey, if you walk away and we call your name, you go back to the end of the list. That's how that one works. Shay Joy's here. All right.
Hey, Shay Joy.
Shay Joy says, hi, the terms of love life. Do you see him or can describe him in your vision? When will I meet him, or is it someone from the past?
This is somebody that I feel is new. Their initial starts with a J. Okay. And I feel like you're going to meet this person around August. There's reference to them. I think they might either be in school. I keep getting school stuff or books around this person. I feel like astrologically, they are a Scorpio Libra or a Libra with a Scorpio rising. I'm getting darker eyes and darker hair. Stocky build. When I say stocky, I don't mean heavy set. I mean broad shoulders, stocky, tall, but everyone has talked to me psychically, people, because I am short. So I would say this person is probably average height. I don't feel any kids around him, but he might have a dog, and there's something about one of his parents is a doctor. Okay. And I feel like he may have a red or a burgundy colored vehicle. And he likes music. I hope that helps.
Yeah, the energy that I saw surrounding your love life, it's somebody new. The past is the past. Dump them all like safes in the sea. You can have a collection. Safes in the sea. But don't date anybody from the past. You dropped them for a reason.
And let me just say, that's not true in all cases, but Journey is referring to her case. Not all people from the past are bad, but we're just...
Well, I didn't say all people from the past are bad. It was her past. We're talking about her.
I'm just saying, because we've said that in a couple people's readings, and I don't want people to think that's for everybody.
No, they know that that's their reading. It's not, that energy is not the same for every person.
Well, that's true. But one of the things with Shay Joy is that she gives too much, and the people that she's been with have been psychic vampires and taken way too much from her. And she's somewhat guarded now. So even as we're telling her that someone's going to be coming, she's hesitant about even that. But just don't not give this person a chance because you're scared. Okay.
All right. Yeah, the new person that walks in is the person that's going to be connected. Be connected to the person who's got the energy currently. That's what I saw. They're going to be connected to the music. They're going to be tall. They're going to be different. This is something that you might think, is this person real?
Yeah.
They are real. All right. Writing down some names that were coming through the door here. She says, okay, thanks a lot. New. Heart new. Exactly. You want the new person. You, like I said, have a collection of safes in the sea. They're just not worth your time. Get them out of the way. She says, I'm still into my ex. Yeah.
Your ex has somebody around them.
Be done.
Your ex has somebody around them, though.
She says, I will take that in mind. New he heart. I believe you're going to be better off in the new relationship than you would with anything from the past, because all those relationships from your past, the trust is broken. There's no trust in those relationships. And I don't feel like it would even be brought back because you would never have it fully. And that's the problem. And it would only cause you to feel like, why did I even get back into this relationship? So we don't want you to feel that way. You're changing everything in your life and you're doing things so much differently. Yes, you may have energy for your ex. That's because you actually cared and loved that person. That's hard to let go. But at the same time, you need to think of yourself and be able to move yourself forward. So don't let your ex hold you down. Get ready to explore and allow somebody new in your life. Thank you, Shay. Thank you so much for your question tonight. All right, Rachel Montague, you are next. After
Hey,
Rachel, it's
Rachel.
going to be Binda, Bindy B from. I hope I'm saying it. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. Bindia. No.
Bindi?
Bendia.
Okay.
Rachel Montague or Bindia? Bindia B. One of y'all step up and send us your question. All right, there's Bindia right there. All right. Question says, I'm stuck around negative entities. When do you see me getting free? It's been a very long time. What they want from my family? Do you see me moving to a new house?
I feel like what I'm getting is that those are energies that your family has brought into the home. Because your family has a lot of negativity and tension around how you handle things emotionally together as a unit. I do see you guys moving, but I don't feel like it's going to be for about 15 months. If you want rid of the negativity, you have to release it. And I would suggest, and I don't always suggest this, but in your case, I feel it needs to be done. You need to cleanse the house or smudge the house or pray over it with anointing oil and holy water. Because there's so much negativity in your home, not just from it's from the circumstances of how your family handles things emotionally. There's too much tension and a lot of other things going on in that house, and it's pulling in negative energy and other things. At least that's what I'm getting. So, but I'm going to turn this over to Journey, and he might have some other suggestions for you.
All right. So when it comes to these entities that surround you, they are connected to family members within the home. They are influencing. We got to find them a way to get positive reinforcement. I would invite them over and start smudging the crap out of everything. And that means burning that while you're in there with them, like sage and things to that nature. I feel like that's going to help you. Continue to keep with your prayers, things to that nature. Push it forward to get them out. I'm going to send out a candle energy for you tonight to help push away some of these negativities. I don't feel like they're going to stick around for too much longer as long as you start to push them out. I do feel like there is lingering energy from those entities afterwards. It's not anything it's not something that you're going to be easily to get rid of. It doesn't look like it's going to take time. It's since generations. Yeah, I mean, it's constant. When it connected to the one person, it got passed down to the next generation. It's getting passed down. You guys have to find ways to push it out. You got to find ways to be positive. That seems to be the biggest problem right now.
That's why I said it's connected to family. That's why I said when you asked that question, I said, this is your family, and the energy that your family gives off of, it feeds off of that. And you guys have to release that energy and give this over to God. And you haven't really done that. So it just keeps feeding off of all of you, and it's a repeating cycle. That's why Journey and me both are saying smudge and anoint your home.
And make sure you're doing things for your family. Make sure that you're you're putting your prayers and your energies of positivity towards them. Try to see if things are going to, you can try to balance these types of things out. Just hang in there. I do feel like, like I said, it's going to take time. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take months, may even take a year. That's what I'm looking at. But by pushing it out, you're going to be able to start clearing the energy and things will start to get better. Like I said, I'll light a candle, put a prayer up there for you tonight. We'll start pushing those energies away. Make sure you're putting forth your positivity and pushing those things away. Make sure you're understanding where things are at and when people are talking about certain things, okay? Because that's one of the biggest things is knowing where that stuff is. And knowing, is it your family member that's saying it or is it the energy that's connected to them? And when that happens, I feel like it's time to kind of, try to calm them down and try to make them see reason. She said, okay, thanks. No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. All right.
Just hang in there. Like I said, I think it's going to be about 15 months. But if you consistently work on this and just trust that you're doing the right thing. And if you have any questions, give us a call or find us up here, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, Bindia. I think you're going to be okay. It's just going to take time. Like I said, I'll help with prayers and moving things forward. But remember, when they come and they're being negative, make sure that you're understanding where this energy is and try to see if you can't help them see reason and balance. All right. We had somebody jump the list. Makita King, go ahead and throw us your question. All right. Now remember, guys, I'm going to put this up, the link one more time, because in the next 10 minutes, we're going to stop taking the jump the list. We're just going to finish what we've got, and then we're going to keep going as long as we can until we get to the 2-hour mark, and then we will be back again tomorrow night with Trinity Black. All right.
Yay, Trinity!
Malin, you are on the list already. When you said hi, your name got put on the list. So hang in there. Marquita King, where are you at, sweetie? I've seen her here, but she
even said hi to us earlier.
I know. Well, after Marquita King, it's going to be Sierra. So there she is. I knew she was on here. All right. Says, well, I just wanted to know if my ex Robert is stalking my Facebook stories. I always get this unknown person viewing my Facebook stories.
Yeah, it's him, honey. He just wants to know what you're up to. And he likes to look at your pictures because he thinks you're beautiful. So that's part of it too.
Aw.
But yeah, he does. He wants to see how you're doing.
Yeah, I got that he's watching her. He's watching the profile. He's watching to see if she's, connecting with anybody else. Is she, is someone coming to take her away? And I feel as though that she feels that, it's him that's watching. She feels it. That's why she knows to look. Also, he's watching, as you said, to, looking at her pictures, wanting to know where she's at, how she's feeling. But the easiest way to solve that problem is to reach out and communicate. Now, communication with him is definitely going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
So he decides that he's going to open that door and make that communication happen. So that will take a little bit longer, but I don't feel like we're too far from him actually doing that. But when it comes down to it, I see you, continuously making your posts. He's still going to continue to keep, stalking you for a little bit. If you're showing yourself out with your friends or gathering, it's going to make him a little bit jealous, which is actually going to make him want to reach out a little bit sooner. So I'm not saying to go out and do that. I'm not trying to stir the pot like some people do, Faith. And She's
Hey, look, can you guys tell why I'm single? I'm single. So.
But definitely just know that he is watching your page. He is, he is thinking about you. I do feel like he is going to reach out and communicate with you, but it is going to be a little bit longer before he does that. But he is keeping an eye on you, because once he feels that there's somebody around you, or if you're attracted to somebody else, or your Facebook looks like you're attracted to somebody else, he's going to start, trying to jump in.
Yeah.
So.
And he really does care about you. He's just a coward. Like,
Yep.
He knows that you would confront him on stuff, so that's his way of just checking on you. He's being like, what does Journey call it? A Facebook troll. He's trolling to see what you're doing because he misses you, but he's too much of a coward to say, hey, I miss you. Hey, I know we had our issues. So, that's what's going on. But you know what? I don't feel like he was necessarily a bad guy. I just think he wasn't ready, and your energy together is very intense, and he didn't know how to handle it, and he had been traumatized from a previous relationship. I do feel like he will come back around, and when he does, he'll be more ready and more stable. That's why he just kind of pops up in there and wants to see how you are, because he misses you, and I literally see him looking at your pictures saying that you look beautiful, like thinking to himself, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's doing good. I wish I was talking to her, but I can't right now. So.
Yeah, the energy is, he's kind of all over the map, honey. It's not you, trust me. It's him, and he does reach back out. So get prepared for that. I still feel like we're looking at about another month before he does reach out.
Yeah, I agree with Journey.
It's around spring, like the beginning of spring, which is next month, but it's like the 20th or the 21st.
Yeah.
I should know that because that's my new year. I should probably look at that up. That's probably a good idea for me.
Well, you've got so much else going on, Journey. It's a miracle you remember anything.
Hey, I'm good with my memory. Thank you very much. Makita, thank you so much for your question tonight. We hope we were able to give you some answers here, and thank you again for reaching out. All right. Yeah, sweet girl, we called your name earlier, so we called your name quite a few people back, but we'll get to you here in just a minute, sweetheart. But we did have somebody else that jumped the list but then had to go, and now she is back. And Tina M, please come on. Send us your question.
Tina!
Tina M. And sweet girl, we'll get to you, all right, sweetie? All right. See, that's what I'm saying. That this thing comes and goes, and they come back, and that's why if you're on the list, try to stay on and stay connected with us. If you get bumped off, you can get back on. So when we call your name, if you miss your question, we're going to start putting people at the end of the list so they can get a question. But that's why we want you to stay on, why we do these reads, so we don't miss out on anything. Tina, please throw us your question, sweetheart. Thank you so much. All right. She says, I just had a visit from my ex-husband drunk about my children. Ugh. That energy don't look good.
No.
She says, wondering if he is sabotaging our relationship like I believe.
Yeah, honey, because he doesn't want to take accountability for his behavior, and he wants to blame you for everything. And I feel like, this is the thing. And it makes me sad to pick up off of it because I feel it empathically. He wants to be better for you, and he wants to be better for those kids in his mind. He wants to be a better person for you and those kids, but he knows he's not. So that's why he does this, because he wants to pull away from you so he can say, I'm not with them because I'm a bad person. I'm not good enough. And he can indirectly within himself blame you for not wanting to be with him, and then say it wasn't really his fault, even though deep down he feels like it is because he's not good enough. And so that's why he gets in these moods and
Wants to know, is
starts
he going to keep
pitching a fit.
coming? Is he going to keep? Is he going to keep them from me? Is what she wants to know.
He'll try to, because it's his one tack that he has, but he won't do it, not permanently.
I see here.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me, everybody.
So yeah, but the energy that I see with this, Tina, is that there's going to be sabotage. He's trying to make it look like everything is kind of crazy, but the energy that I see here is that he will get past it. So it's going to take time, but just know that you're going to have to continue to keep dealing with this for quite some time.
Yeah, this isn't going to be solved overnight. This is like a long-term thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But just know that you guys, you're going to be with you more, and I feel as though that he's going to have to kind of hit rock bottom before all this gets turned around, and he hasn't hit rock bottom yet.
That's
because
when you said
there, he won't let them back. He says because of COVID. That's a lie.
It's a control thing, and the thing of it is, when you said, "Well, he let them, come back around," I was actually kind of shocked because I picked them up energetically, like by your side. So I agree totally with Journey that they will be back with you. I would say by April at the latest. I don't even see it being that long. So just hang tight. He still doesn't feel like he's good enough for those kids or for you. I feel like he didn't want your situation to end. Not the way that it did, and he still has love for you. Whether or not you want to be with him or can be with him is an irrelevant point, but he still loves you, and this is his way of causing some type of friction and chaos, because just like a little kid, some attention is better than no attention, even if it's bad attention, because it's still attention. And this is his form of getting attention and trying to be in emotional control. That's why me and Journey both said this is going to be a long haul thing. This isn't going to be over tomorrow. This isn't going to be over next week. This isn't going to be over in 3 weeks or a month or a year even. This is going to be ongoing, back and forth and back and forth. But just hang on, Tina, and give it to God. You've got to. I want you to do something, and I don't say this very much. I don't even know that I've ever said this on the show, but visualize him. And visualize yourself physically handing him over to God. But just hang tight and just know that, me and Journey are here for you, and so are all the other readers. And it's going to be okay. And I'm going to say a prayer for you tonight.
Absolutely. She said they've been dealing with this crazy for 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to change anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
But the thing is, the children are going to be with you, and I felt like they were going to be there more often. But Tina, thank you so much for your question tonight, and know that we're gonna say prayers for you and get things moving for you. All right, guys, we are trying to get to as many people as we can. That's why we got the readings down to 5 minutes. We're doing 5-minute reads, so that way we can get to a lot more people. If you missed your spot in line, we are going to start as of tomorrow. We're going to start putting you at the end of the list, and that's how we're going to have to get through it, because we're trying to do as many readings as possible within 2 hours. All right. Now, remember, we are going to be back again tomorrow with Trinity Black, on Thursday with Dream Interpretations with Marin. On Friday, we're going to be here with Aquarius Roberts, and he's going to be doing some amazing tarot readings with you guys. And then, of course, this guy right here, Journey Ryan. All right, so our next person in line is Sierra. Sierra, are you with me? I need Sierra's question, and then Nina. Nina Mahi. So I need Sierra or Nina Mahi. I hope I'm saying these names right, because I don't always say them right, and then I feel like a goofball.
Well, I know
All
that because I have an unusual name and I get called all kinds of stuff. So
Sierra comes to the table. She says, "Hi, loves. Was wondering if Faith could pick up on any of the details on the guy that was coming my way by the end of March towards April, please, and thank you."
I feel like he's very independent. He is kind of on his own. I see him sitting outside at like a picnic bench, so there's something to reference to him being outside or liking outside. And I feel like he's possibly a Pisces with a Capricorn rising or a Capricorn with a Pisces rising. And I keep seeing him, I don't know what this is, because I keep seeing him writing on like signs, making signs. Maybe he works in a sign shop because I keep seeing like, like the metal signs that people make. I keep seeing him working with that, and I keep seeing some type of machine. So I think he might work at some sort of sign shop, or there's something significant about signs. And I think that he possibly is from an area that is south of you. And he may wear glasses or have eye issues. If he doesn't physically wear glasses, it might be contacts. I'm seeing him have brown hair, and I want to say green eyes. He may be 2 years younger than you, is what I'm being shown, and he likes to cook. I hope that helps.
All right. So, Sierra, the thing is that love that's coming your way. Faith was able to provide those little bit of details for you, and I hope that does help you. All right. So, our next question tonight is coming from Sweet Girl 0505, and she just posted her question. Where did it go? I love how this works.
It went into the ether. Ha ha ha. The journey will find it.
Please send us your question again. For some reason it disappears. That's why we call out your names beforehand. That way we can, when stuff like that happens, it disappears. And then I know she just put her question on there and now it's gone. So it says, "It helps. Thank you so much. She did appreciate your reading." All right.
Oh, you're welcome,
Oh,
Sierra.
and push the X's away, Sierra. Push them X's away. I see them around you. Do not let them get the best of your energy.
She just doesn't want to be alone, so she thinks she'll hang around them until the new person comes in.
No, they'll
But
block her.
yeah, I know. I know.
No.
And
Push them away.
Sierra, has one of them asked you for money yet? Don't give him money, please.
Yeah. No. All right, Sweet Girl from Twitch says, "Would like to know what new things are coming up for my relationship with my boyfriend."
Well, I actually you and your boyfriend are really sweet together, okay? But sometimes I think he can annoy you because he gets, I don't know what the right term would be. Clingy is not the right word, and it's not possessive, but like he always wants to be with you, and it's like you can't always breathe. He's going to start being even more loving towards you, okay? And I do feel like he's going to start making more of an effort, but I have to tell you also, he gets very irritable about some things, and sometimes he does go on shutdown. Just know that that's not you because of you. That's his coping mechanism when he can't handle things. I feel like he's got a lot of family issues, like outward family issues that don't have anything to do with you, like with extended family. And he may need to lean on you to a degree in the next couple months.
He does want to be near me a lot of the time.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it can get nerve-wracking. But it's just, why are you laughing, Journey?
No, because I'm seeing what you're saying. I do feel like there's a little bit of frustration
okay.
when she's trying to kick him off her legs so she can, go to the kitchen to get to a glass of water. He's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? How many jelly beans are in your left pocket? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? That's the type of energy I'm feeling.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. And I feel like even though it's different for her because she's never had that before, it gets kind of annoying because it's like, I'm going to the bathroom. Are you really going to follow me in there, dude? Um, no, but that's kind of how I feel. Like he's like, and she's like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Will he be
Um,
more affectionate?
honey, him being clingy like this, that's his definition of affectionate. I
Yeah.
don't think that that's, I mean, and I'm just being really honest. We all have different forms of love language, and I don't think that being affectionate is within his makeup, to be honest with you. That's something that you would have to work with him on because he wasn't raised that way. And he's not a very touchy-feely, lovey-dovey person. Him being like, where are you going? That's his idea of affection. You need to tell him.
Just living together anytime soon?
Yeah, actually, I do. I feel like and I don't say this to everybody, but I feel like there's a strong possibility of marriage within a year with him, but you're going to have to work through some of these hurdles. And if you need him to be more physically affectionate with you, you need to show him that by example and be slow about it. Like go slowly with it because it's not something he's used to. His family was not very like affectionate or very like expressive with love. So his love language is like, where are you going? I want to spend time with you. His love language is spending time. And we all have different love languages. Every one of us. Like my thing is I buy gifts. Um and I'm real touchy feely. Some people are, you know,
That's something I do wish for his marriage.
it's coming, but you got to work through these insecurities with him. To him, you are the best. You are like everything he ever imagined for a girlfriend, and like to him, he can't believe that you love him back. So it's like he has a real anxiety about not making you happy or you leaving. And it's something that's going to get annoying until you guys get past that hurdle. But just hold tight because I don't see him going anywhere and he really does care about you. Just remember what I said. You got to kind of work through these things with him and let him know what you need from him. And if he
She
doesn't
says,
know
yeah,
how to
I
do it,
can
work
show
with
him a
him.
bit more affection so he feels better about doing it himself.
Right. That's how, and you got to do it slowly with him, kind of like teaching a kid because it's not something he's used to. So for you to express love to him is different because he's never had that before that way, not even from his own family. So just be patient with him because he's really sweet and he means well and he really does love you.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, sweet girl. Thank you so much for your question tonight. And we got a lot of people from New Zealand and England and did I say Sweden and New Zealand?
No.
Sweden, New Zealand, England. There was a bunch of other countries that I can't think of off the top of my head that I
Did we
remember.
get any Ireland, Journey?
Not that I seen tonight, but I'm sure they're there. All right, so our next person in line here is Star to the Heart. Star to the Heart. You are next, and then ML from Facebook or from YouTube. So Star to the Heart. Let us know that you're here. And if I don't have Star to the Heart, I need ML. And if not, I need Tiffany Hillman. All right, guys. Someone show up so we can take your guys' question. She says, I have, she put one more thing. She says, I've never been in love with anyone the way I am with him. It's incredible.
It's always awesome when it's reciprocated.
Tiffany, I'm here. All right, Tiffany, throw us your question. All right, come on, Tiffany. Let's see what you got to say. And then after Tiffany, it's going to be Robin Albertson, and then it's going to be Lauren Brown after that. So, Robin Albertson and Laura Brown, get your questions ready. All right, can you help me figure out what spirit is opening my daughter's bedroom door? My 12-year-old daughter is usually in her bedroom 95% of the time, but now she's too scared to be in there alone.
Okay. What I'm being shown when I see this is this, I don't know if this is a relative or not, but I'll tell you who I'm seeing. This is someone, I feel like this is a woman. She was older with kind of wavy hair, and she was overweight. She possibly had diabetes, and I'm also getting possibility of cancer, as well as heart problems, but I think she primarily died from cancer, and she's angry. I don't feel that she's going to hurt anybody, but she's angry, and so she's trying to get attention. I don't know if this is a relative or not. If you want her out of your house, you need to cleanse your house, and you need to let her know to go to the light. But I feel like she's been drawn in by your daughter, because your daughter is intuitive and psychic and doesn't know how to work with the energy. And because your daughter doesn't know how to work with the energy, she's not able to help the lady. And that's what's made the lady angry, because the lady's trying to get your daughter to give a message for someone. That's why she's frightened, because your daughter doesn't know what's going on. I don't feel like the spirit is going to hurt you guys by any means, but I do think that it needs to be let out of your home.
So the energy that I saw circling this, and exactly what Faith's saying, it's time to push this woman out of your home. It does look like your daughter's energy was drawing something in, and it did feel like it got attached to her, and she's what brought it in. She needs to be careful. I see a mediumship, so watch out for that. She's connecting. It does happen. She says, is not feeling a relation. There is a lady who used to live here, died in the home.
Okay, then that's who it is then. That's who it is. But she's drawn to your daughter, because your daughter has psychic ability. And she's angry because your daughter can't interpret what she's doing. That's why she's scaring your daughter unintentionally. She's not meaning to. She just wants your daughter to communicate with her.
Tarot or oracle cards in her room.
Your daughter does?
Yes.
I can't speak for what Journey would say, but I wouldn't have them in there. Not right now with that spirit in the home. Because it's just another way for her to pull on the energy from the cards. I know it's a different kind of thing, but still, I wouldn't do that. You need to cleanse your home and push it out, and you need to. My suggestion to you is to get some anointed oil from a church.
I agree.
Some blessed oil, or some holy water from a Catholic church, but I'm non-denominational Pentecostal Christian. So in my denomination, we use anointed oil that was blessed by members of the church, and anoint the doors and the doorways and every one of the doorways in your home, and tell her to go to the light. Sage your house. Tell her this is no longer her home, that you don't know what message she's trying to convey, but she's frightening everybody. Tell her to go to the light, that her relatives and that God are there, and they're waiting for her. See, she's scared. I don't think that this entity realizes that she's passed away. And she's trying to communicate with your daughter, because your daughter's receptive to her, and your daughter's not getting the messages. So that's what's making her frustrated and angry towards your daughter. But she's not going to hurt you. She's just frightened and doesn't know what to do.
All right. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you for your question tonight. But just like we said, just try to, I would take the cards out of her room. You're going to have to kind of teach her the rights and wrongs of those cards. She's opening up on our mediumship side of things, so just be careful with that. Kind of walk her through it. She said thank you.
I don't think she's, honestly, I don't mean this offensively, so please don't take it that way, but I don't think that your daughter knows enough about her gifts to be able to channel correctly or to be responsible. You have to be responsible spiritually in order to do those kind of things. And I'm not trying to knock your daughter or say anything bad about your child, but your child is not old enough to mature enough to know what's going on, because you have to, when you do this kind of work, it's a spiritual warfare, because you don't know sometimes what you're going to be opening yourself up to, and you don't want your daughter to open herself up to something that is evil, that is demonic, or that is a poltergeist or anything of that nature, so she doesn't know what she's doing. And I know that she likes this kind of stuff, and I know that she has ability, but if you're going to get her opening herself up to this, you need to have her be around someone that can help her, whether it's, if you know how to do some of this stuff and you know about it, then you help her. If you want Journey or I or somebody else that does this kind of work to help her, then we can help her. But I don't think that she's mature enough to handle it right now.
All right. She says, I don't want her opening doors she can't close. Right now, she just needs to learn the disciplines of, how to control her gift. Tarot cards can open her up faster than she's ready for.
Yeah.
Just be careful with that.
All right. Stick her to the basics of
all right. We've got
different things.
Robin Albertson and Lauren Brown. You guys can come forward. If we don't hear anything, we'll go to Marie Flower. See if somebody sends me a message. We got Robin Albertson, Laura Brown, Marie Flower, or Brett Johnson. Yes, you guys are on the list. If you said hi in here, you're automatically put on my list, and then we'll go from there. If we don't hear from them, we'll skip them and go to the next group of people. I don't see anything from Robin or Lauren. I don't see Marie Flower either. All right, Brett Johnson. Allison, are you still here? Allison Dunn, are you still with us? I know you said you were going to go to sleep because it was 5 o'clock in the morning there. All right, so no Brett Johnson. Allison Dunn, if you're still here, we'll take you. If not, we're going to go to Kelly. I'm going to say Kelly Colton.
Journey, you always second guess yourself with these names.
I'm not good with pronouncing names. I tell everybody that right off the bat. Stop pointing things out, little miss.
You guys, I just like
your mic.
You are not. You like pick.
I muted your mic. I muted your mic. I told you I'd do it. I wasn't kidding. All right, so I don't see Allison anywhere. She did say she was leaving. How about Kelly? Kelly Colton, and then Chantel. I'm going to say Chantel SF because I can't say the last name. Kelly Colton or Chantel F. All right. We're going to keep on going down the list here. Sarah Walsh, you're next. I see you. Says how many on the list? You're next. You're right now. Throw us your question.
Throw it out there, girly girl.
Yep. All right, here's Sarah's question. It says, hi guys, I know you're not doctors. I've been trying to get pregnant for a while now, but no success. I'm doing tests to rule out issues. Will I conceive this cycle, or when will I have a baby if it's a boy or a girl?
Honey, not till I'm seeing summer. I'm seeing July. You have some issues, honey. And they're going to have to be fixed before you can do anything. I'm seeing that. I don't know if this is fibroids or what this is, but you've got some stuff around your ovaries, and that's what's kind of stopped you. I also think that your ovulation is off too. So, and this feels primarily, I'm being shown on the left side. So sometimes when I'm seeing things on the left side of the body, it's on the right side of your body, because I kind of sometimes see things in a mirror fashion. So just know that I do feel like some of this will get fixed for you when you do get pregnant. I don't know if it's going to be I think it's going to be this year. I'm not for sure certain, but I'm seeing the month of July, and I feel that whenever you do get pregnant, it will be a little boy. But Journey's also good with babies, so we'll turn that over to him.
She said it's this. So the thing about this, though, for pregnancy, I do feel it is possible. The baby thing, I do feel like you've got to take care of some stuff this year. I don't feel that this having conceived this year is going to happen. But as we get into around February of next year, that's when I see you conceiving. Now, the thing with it is that you're not going to realize that you're pregnant at the time. You're going to think that you're having more problems with these cysts. So it's actually going to be pregnancy for you. And I know that there's a lot going on, and it's going to feel like you're going to feel like a little bit of a soreness, and you're going to feel different. And, so just know that this type of, I know that you're trying really hard and you're trying to make something happen, but it's honestly when you stop trying, because you're dealing with the medical side of things, that it's when you get pregnant. So you, like, all of a sudden you stop trying and you're just having a little bit of fun, and then bam, baby. So that's what I'm seeing for you when it comes to that. But the medical stuff's going to happen first. I do feel like they are going to have to remove some cysts or drain them, or however they do it. She says, will it be with the guy I'm seeing now? When it comes to pregnancy, yes. I do see it with the guy that you're with now, because I'm seeing you guys getting closer, a more togetherness energy. So that's what I'm seeing here. So Sarah, I know that this is difficult, and I know that you want a family. I do know that pregnancy is coming, and I know that you guys are going to make that happen. Like I said, it's going to happen when you're least expecting it, and so this energy is going to be different for you. And I want you to hang in there, because it is going to get better. Your relationship is going to get stronger. That's another thing that needs to happen, is strengthening the relationship between the two of you. At the current moment, it feels okay, but it doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel that overwhelming love yet. And that's on its way. As we get into spring and summer, your guys' love for each other is going to develop to its next level. I'm seeing you guys coming together closer. And, like I said, it's when you guys release the pressure of having a child that a child comes. She says, okay, guys, he doesn't know. Okay, thanks, guys. He doesn't know I have problems. He doesn't know yet, but he will, because you're going to have to go to the doctor. And there's not going to be any avoiding that. So, but it's not a big deal. It's not.
It's really not. It's really not.
Really something you can take care of.
Yeah.
But Sarah, I hope that you know that this is not the end of the road, and that things are going to come forward for you, and that you're going to be able to have your baby. And I see the two of you guys getting closer, so that's really going to help. She goes, I'm not sure if he wants kids, though. He may not say that he wants kids currently, but I do feel he does. Men don't usually talk about children until it's time. So just hang in there. And thank you so much for your question. Remember tonight, guys, that we are going to be back tomorrow at 10 with Trinity Black. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to check us out. So at 10 p.m. Eastern. So check out what that is on Google, because I know we got a lot of people from different countries and people here in the U.S. So definitely check to see what time that is. It's 10 p.m. Eastern. We're here for 2 hours doing readings. Remember, we're going to start if you guys... yeah, I'm sorry, sweetheart. We didn't get a chance to get to your name because we had a lot of questions. Now, if you miss your name will get added to the end of the list if you miss your name. So try to stay with us until we get to your name. We're trying to get to as many people as we possibly can.
Unless you want to jump, you can always jump, and then you're guaranteed a reading.
Yep, jumping the list is a guaranteed read. Even if we go past the 2 hours, it's a guaranteed read. But that's why we stopped jumping 30 minutes beforehand, so we don't have to do that. Okay, so Clary, jump in tomorrow night. We're going to be here with Trinity Black, and she'll see what Spirit has to say for you. All right, Faith. I just said Trinity's name, so now I got it on the brain. All right, Faith, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's always a pleasure working with you here, and I want to say thank you again.
Oh, I love you too, Journey. It's always a blast, and I enjoy our watchers and our listeners. Thank you, everybody who watches from all the different platforms. We wouldn't be able to do this without you, and you're all a blessing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow with Trinity Black. And until then, this is Journey and Faith signing off. Have a great night, everybody.
See y'all next